Hello, dear friends. I don't write in parables, but in metaphors and allegories. An allegory is a symbolic story that represents a hidden meaning with moral values by virtue of a comparison. Opinion piece. The bull in love. The bull symbolizes optimism. He lifts the sleeping heart. Represents the awakening of consciousness. Let's start. The bull in love with the moon that lifts the heart at night is each one of us when we break away from the masses, as this metaphor symbolizes individuality and rebelliousness. The bull that breaks away from the head to chase the moon shows a willingness to break away from the established norms and expectations of society. It can symbolize the desire to follow one's own path, even if that means facing disapproval or rejection from others. The bull who goes his own way shows a willingness to challenge established social norms or conventions. It represents an attitude of questioning and resistance towards the expectations and structures imposed by society. The bull is associated with strength, virility and passion. By being in love with the moon and leaving the head at night, it can represent a powerful and passionate drive that leads the bull to follow his desire or love, even in spite of established norms. The image of a bull in love with the moon suggests a passionate and intense, perhaps even irrational love. Taurus. The sign of Taurus is represented by the symbol of the bull. Taurus is the second sign of the zodiac in the Western horoscope and is associated with people born between April 20th and May 20th. The bull's symbol represents the physical strength, persistence, stability, determination, and connection with nature that characterize Taurus. The bull is a powerful, calm, and possessive animal, and these attributes are reflected in the Taurus personality and symbolize the connection with the earth and nature. Taurus is an earth element sign which indicates a strong connection to materiality and sensuality. People born under the sign of Taurus often value stability, comfort, and sensory pleasures. Wall Street. The Wall Street bull symbolizes mainly optimism, the bullish spirit of the stock market, and confidence in the economy in general. It is a symbol of strength, power, and aggressiveness in the world of finance. The sculpture, created by Italian artist Arturo di Modica, was installed in 1989 and has become a popular tourist attraction. The Wall Street bull has also come to represent the concept of the bull market. In the financial context, a bull market refers to a prolonged period of rising stock prices and a positive outlook on the market. Therefore, the Wall Street bull symbolizes confidence in the economy and the expectation of financial gain and prosperity. Osborne. The Osborne bull is an iconic symbol of Spain that has become part of the country's landscape and culture. It was created as an advertisement in the 50s by the Osborne Company, a cognac, brandy and wine producer. Originally, the Osborne bulls were large billboards representing the brand of cognac or brandy. However, with the passing of time, these billboards became a symbol recognized and appreciated by the Spanish people, transcending their advertising function. The Osborne bull has acquired a deep symbolic meaning for the Spanish identity due to its connection with bullfighting culture of the country. Bullfighting is a deep-rooted tradition in Spain, and bulls are considered a symbol of courage, strength, and virility. In the 90s, many of the billboards were removed due to regulations on roadside advertising, but some remained as part of Spain's cultural cultural and landscape heritage. The fact that the Osborne bull has endured over the years in plural, despite regulatory changes and the removal of some billboards, has contributed to its status as a symbol of Spain. It has become an internationally recognized emblem and represents Spanish tradition, culture, and passion, especially in relation to bullfighting and love for the land. Bullfighting. Bullfighting is a cultural and sporting tradition involving the fighting of fierce bulls. Bullfighting is known for its most prominent practice, the bullfight. However, opinions about bullfighting vary, and it is important to recognize that this topic generates controversy and debate. Bullfighting has a long history in Spain and other countries with a bullfighting tradition. For its advocates, it symbolizes a deep-rooted cultural tradition and legacy that has been passed down through generations. It is seen as an art form and an expression of national identity, but, in my view, any ceremony in which blood is shed is black magic. Bloodless bullfighting refers to a form of bullfighting spectacle in which practices that cause suffering and death to the bull are eliminated. This approach seeks to preserve certain aesthetic and cultural aspects associated with bullfighting, but without causing harm to the animal. It aims to find an alternative that satisfies those who appreciate bullfighting as part of culture and tradition, but who do not agree with violence and cruelty to animals. Reset News. Jared Rand conference call. The banking system can't take much money. They have no liquidity and they are bankrupt. There are rumors that they are buying gold and silver, but they have no money. With Nixon going off the gold standard, they could print an infinite amount of money and create inflation. There are 86 countries in favor of central bank digital currency, but almost all sovereign countries have agreed to be part of the non-centralized QFS system. The main event is to implement QFS and start the new Earth. After a global financial crash, a new quantum system would be active. This means that there would first have to be a global crash for events to occur. Nikola Tesla's Pierce Arrow electric car in 1921 was powered by ether electricity. It was self-recharging and didn't run on batteries, oil or gas. Electric vehicles have been around for much longer than most people realize. Fed governor proposes new rules to prevent bank failures. The media attacks the film Sound of Freedom as a round-letter conspiracy theory. Storm Raider claims that CNN is going to reveal ET technology, that the dark side would be defeated in 2024, and that 2025 would be a year of celebration. Others speak of 2026, but others say it would be a matter of days, week or month, but no one knows the day or the hour. Etna, Europe's most active volcano, spews a gigantic cloud of dust. In ancient times, on 22nd July, the Egyptian New Year was celebrating with the rising of the Nile. The Atlantean New Year comes next, celebrating who we were. Then we dress up for the Mayan day out of time, which is 25th July. The Mayan New Year is 26th July in all its magnificence. At this time of the year, we enter into one initiation after another, step by step, cell by cell, and light by light. Solar light is the sum of all consciousness that exists across all dimensions, containing within in the light of all souls. all planets, all life in our universe. It is a light of higher will, universal love, and creative intelligence. Unexpected solar flare. In a somewhat surprising development, sunspot AR3358 exploded during the early hours of July 10th, producing an M2 class solar flare. The previously quiet sunspot was not expected to explode. Type 2 solar radio emissions suggest that it launched a coronal mass into space at more than 1060 kilometers per second. Stay tuned for updates. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.